Let's be real, every major studio out there wants the next billion-dollar franchise. But we're in a world that's kind of saturated with superheroes and epic space sagas. So how on earth do you create something truly new? What if the secret ingredient isn't just about spaceships, but also about spirituality? We're gonna break down a really fascinating project that might just have the answer.
Yeah, and high stakes is putting it mildly. Studios aren't just looking for a hit movie. They're hunting for the next Marvel, the next Star Wars, a story that doesn't just make a ton of money, but actually defines a generation. The pressure to find that magic formula is it's immense, both financially and creatively.
So enter Robojit and the Sand Planet. Now, what's really interesting here isn't just the plot, but the entire strategy behind it. This isn't some book that's just hoping to become a movie. Nope. From day one, it's being presented as a fully realized narrative universe, basically designed from the ground up to be the perfect answer to that industry-wide hunt.
Okay, so let's get into the strategy, starting with the first pillar, the core idea. And trust me, this is not your typical sci-fi story. It's a very deliberate fusion of two worlds you'd probably never think to put together. Just take a look at this contrast. On one hand, you've got all the classic sci-fi stuff, a powerful robot hero, a futuristic city on some faraway planet. But then, and this is the kicker, when disaster strikes, the solution isn't more tech or a bigger laser cannon, it's ancient wisdom. Salvation comes from hermits, and the heroes end up training in a spiritual ashram, not, some high-tech flight simulator. It's a really unexpected mashup. And this whole blend, it is 100% intentional. It's aimed squarely at a young audience. People who live in a totally digital world, but are still looking for something with a bit more meaning. By smashing technology and tradition together, the story is built on a foundation that just feels deeper than your average summer blockbuster.
Okay, so that's the core idea. And that leads us right into the second pillar, the distribution strategy. You see, this universe wasn't just written as a book or a screenplay. It was literally engineered from day one to live on every screen you own. And this is a really, really key point. Most of the time, a franchise starts with a hit movie or a popular book, and then the studios try to figure out how to adapt it for other things. It's kind of an afterthought. But with Robojit, this multi-platform idea is baked into its very DNA. It's all about de-risking that huge creative investment by making sure the whole thing is naturally adaptable right from the start. So here's how that transmedia plan actually works. You can totally see how each medium plays to a different strength, right? The main story is perfect for a big movie trilogy. The hero's quest to get stronger and learn new skills? Well, that is practically screaming to be a video game. And if you want to explore all the side characters and the deep history of this world, that's what the animated series is for. The really smart part is, they aren't just retelling the same story over and over. Each piece is designed to expand the universe, which gives fans a real reason to engage with every single one. But look, a great idea and a smart business plan, that's still not enough. The third and final pillar is maybe the most important one of all, the visionary. It all comes down to the unique perspective of the person who actually created this whole universe. The creator of Robojit and the Sand Planet is Rakesh Raman. And when you start to look at his professional background, well, let's just say his resume doesn't exactly scream young adult fantasy author. And honestly, this super diverse background might just be the project's secret weapon. I mean, think about it. An expert in AI, a journalist, a social activist, who better to write a story that genuinely digs into the intersection of technology, humanity, and power? You see, this isn't just about creating a spectacle with cool robot fights. This kind of background suggests a world that's built with a real point of view, one that's designed to ask some pretty tough questions like, what does it actually mean to be human in an age of AI? That's a level of thematic depth you don't always find in a blockbuster. All right, so let's put it all together. What does this model for building a new franchise actually look like when we see the full picture? So here it is, the blueprint. It really boils down to three things. Pillar 1, a unique, resonant idea that fuses sci-fi with spiritualism. Pillar 2, a modern business plan that's built for every screen right from the start. And Pillar 3, a creator whose own life experience perfectly mirrors the story's central themes. In an industry that is pretty much addicted to sequels and reboots, this is a really bold attempt to engineer something brand new from scratch. So the big question is, could this be the blueprint? Is this deliberate, multi-layered strategy the future of how global franchises get built. Only time will tell, but it's for sure a story worth watching.